Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's video I'd like to take a look at a bit more of a detailed view of how the ES unfolded yesterday, which was Thursday the September the 11th. Now this is quite an interesting day because I want to have a look at this for a bit more of a detailed view with some of the other tools that are available within the MTPredictor software program. So for example, you can see here the market gapped down on the open, it then rallied up strongly, came down and then made a low here. Now normally we'd place a DP off the prior pivot just like this. Remember, these are leading, whoops, sorry I missed there, these are leading support zones, and it would have been nice if we'd got down into this area here, but it didn't quite do it. But let's have a look at some of the other tools that are available in the software. So I'll just take that one off. There we go, and let's have a look at our Elliott Wave tool. Our Elliott Wave tool can be found by our menu at the top here, or off our right click menu. So I'll just do it off the right click menu. So I'll hover over this pivot low here. If I right mouse click, then do Elliott Wave Intermediate, it looks at the Elliott Wave pattern on our intermediate degree. And as you can see here, it actually found a 5-wave sequence from quite an important high at the top here. Now for all you Elliott Wave guys, this is a fairly horrible sequence in that normally we'd like to have wave 3 as the longest, which it was here, but obviously the wave 5 was really out of tune with the length of the wave 1, so it's a pretty horrible kind of pattern, but nevertheless it does meet the Elliott Wave guidelines. You can see wave 4 didn't retrace into the area of wave 1 here. Anyway, so even though this is a horrible pattern, it was found as a wave 5 sequence, but more importantly, look where the low of the day came in. Right at our typical wave 5 WPT. This is our pink or fuchsia zone down here. Now, so what is the tendency after a 5-wave sequence is complete? Well, the tendency is to go to the DP from the prior wave 4. So again, this would have been leading indicator. In other words, it would have been on the chart in advance. So what we'd have done is gone back to the wave 4 high, which was here. Right mouse click, place our decision point on, and remember, this could have been placed on the chart right the way down here, even before the market got up there. And as you can see, that's exactly what the market did. It rallied up to the DP from the prior wave 4, where it made a high and then started to decline down. We had a TS3 buy setup here. This was a standard trade setup on a black STF. So if you were considering this, this would have been a good one to take because it would have been in the direction of this move up to this anticipated DP. Once this came in, you can see the market started to decline. So was there any way of anticipating a support zone where this decline was likely to unfold? Well, yes, it is. Another tool we use in MTPredictor again is the DP, but we use it off the last swing into the high or low. So after this high had come in, I'll just show you this actually by just going to put a bit more white space on the right hand side just to show you how these things can come in advance. So if you're at this particular point in time here, you would know that DP a resistance would come in and the decline was starting to unfold. You'd have come down to this prior pivot, so the last swing into the high, right mouse click, place your decision point on there, and that would be an area on the chart where you'd anticipate potential support. But as you can see, it was on the chart in advance. That's the beauty of these tools, they're leading indicators. Let's see what happened. Market came down and then actually made a TS4 buy setup, but look where it came in. Right at this anticipated support zone. Therefore this was a good one to take. For you guys who look at the volume as well, there's also a VSA bar coming in the bar before on this bar here as it broke that prior low. So this would have given this a bit more added bite, so to speak, because it would have been a VSA setup as well. Let's place the analysis on, and there's our setup. As you can see, nicely a nice risk reward, where the potential profit was 2.6 times greater than initial risk. For you guys who have the trade module, that would have been there set up very nicely in the trade module there as well, just to literally do trade and place the orders very, very quickly there indeed. But I won't show the trade module in detail in this particular video, but it's a nice additional add-on for you guys who have the NinjaTrader tools. Let's just turn that space off there, so I've got a bit more chart space to work with. And let's see what happened then. If I scroll forward, you can see that the market rallied up very nicely and actually went to the first target there, where a potential 2.6R profit was available. And actually this rally up here was also a 5-wave sequence. If I place the Elliott Wave tool on up there, That's also a 5-wave sequence up there as well. But I just wanted to do this video today just to show you that even though we have automatic setups on our chart, for you guys who are coming into our training webinars and get a little bit more experienced, you can actually have a far greater understanding of how the market's likely to unfold. Again, I say likely because market movements are always a matter of probabilities and nothing's 100% in the markets. But it's just very nice that when we had a 5-wave sequence, as I said, albeit a very choppy, horrible one, the low came in right at the typical wave 5 WPT, so this is the most likely area where wave 5 sequence is due to end. Then the tendency is to go to the DP from the prior wave 4 high, which was on our chart nicely there, and as you can see, that's exactly what happened. Then the decline down into the DP from the prior swing into that high. That's exactly what happened. So it's nice to know what the tendencies are, in other words what the market tends to do, and have these levels on the chart in advance. So this is what helped you in your trading, knowing these areas of where the markets are likely to make reversals, and then you can obviously make trading decisions in and around these as well. But I just thought this was a good example to show you because it looks at some of the additional tools in the MTPredictor software program, particularly using them to anticipate what we call the tendencies, in other words what the market tends to do once these type of patterns have unfolded. And as you can see, it means you would have anticipated or be able to take advantage of most of the moves in the ES yesterday. For me, the best trade setup was this TS4 buy setup because it was also VSA setup as well on the low there and going up into the high at that particular point in time. So I just dragged that across for a nice profit of 2.6 times greater than initial risk. So overall, quite a nice day for the MTPredictor software programs on the ES yesterday.